My friends, it's your man Tack. Today we're gonna go test something I thought I would never test, and probably gonna be the most expensive thing I've ever tested. So it's a custom knife I had made by L. Marshall Blades. This was a couple years back when I had him do this for me. So we're gonna go out and let me see if I can pull this puppy out. I got so many clothes on. This blade right here was called the Tactical. That's what he named it. I don't know if you guys can. Probably not, but it says Tactical right there. Oh yeah, cool little blade. I told him what I wanted, and this is what he came up with. Pretty close. You know, it's tough trying to explain exactly what you want to somebody, but for the most part it is. The blade is like pretty much perfect. The handle was the one thing, it was just a little small. That's the way it feels. But yeah, so we're gonna head down this nappy old trail and test this thing out. Okay, just a little bit farther down here. Yo, what is that? Do you guys see that? That looks like a beer. Somebody throwing empties on my land. Let's check this out. Ooh, not open. Nice and cold. I wonder if a subscriber left this for me. Thank you. I love you. Let's do this. Okay, so we're almost to where I want to be. As for the stats and the specs on this knife, I'm just going to put it down in the description below, because I don't feel like doing all that. But I'll tell you, the steel is 52-100 ball bearing tool steel. So this is my only blade with that kind of steel. Okay, we're here. So let's test this thing out. I'll give you a couple close-ups of this bad boy. So it's a clip point with a partial flat grind. It's almost like a, well, it's more or less a convex grind, I should say. There's the handle for you. I forget what kind of wood this is. I'll have to look it up, and if I can find it, again, I'll put it down in the description. Full tang construction, of course. Little spot to choke up on. Pretty cool. Yeah, look at that reflection. Wow. So let's test out the initial sharpness. This thing's in my way of my trail, so let's just take her down. Okay, see how it does with some old push cuts. We use that forward choke up. Now this is beech. I'm cutting on. It's totally green. Now beech is a hardwood. Thought it would be a little bit sharper down here. Well, it's not too bad, but hold on, let's move down again. See right here, down here it seems pretty wicked sharp. I can't believe I'm using a $435 knife. But hey, what the hell, right? Well, it seems to be doing okay, especially down here. Like the belly down seems really sharp. Actually, it feels freaking sharp. Maybe I'm just tripping. There we go, a little bit better. Let's hack on this damn tree a little bit. See how she does. Ooh, cleave that pretty nicely. I don't know if you guys can see that still. Almost one clean swipe. That was sucky. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely pretty sharp. And it seems like it's got a fair amount of power, even for being kind of thin. I think it's a 3/16, which is a decent thickness. Now let's see how this thing will stab now. Be a nice clip point like that. It's pretty freaking sharp. Bevel is dead perfect. Nice to see. Ooh, okay. This was one thing I was kind of worried about. Now with your hand being up against this, it's a little on the square side. So a little bit of abrasion there. Now I'll try to keep my hand away from it. It's not as bad. But the handle is a little small. But it stabs really good though. Time for the 10 chop test. Piece of sugar maple here. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, ooh, okay, that friggin' hurt, that hurt. Damn, this right here, right up against my pinky, little on the sharp side. Ooh, that was getting me. It was chopping pretty decent, cutting good. It just hurt. Next, we'll do some downward chops on this piece of maple here, see how she does. Ooh, man, look at that belly. The whole belly just bit right in. Damn. Whew, damn. And I'm not feeling any shock doing this. Man, that thing freaking bites. Damn. Yeah, man. Wow. For some reason, it feels like it has more power now. I don't know if I'm just tripping or what. Whew, man, it does bite really well. Shit, she's in there. One more. Yeah. Now, the only thing left is to do some Batani. Try it out. I gotta make some kindling for in the house. Oh boy, this feels so weird hitting something this expensive. Damn. Bit in pretty good. Not feeling no shock or nothing yet. 52-100, like I said, is like a ball bearing tool steel. So this should hold up pretty well. I'm surprised how tough this piece of wood is. Damn. Wow, tougher than I thought. Now, I'm not sure what kind of wood I'm beating on right now. Sometimes it's hard to tell after it's already been split a couple times. Bites in well though. Whoa. And there she blows. Take a look at the sheath now. Kydex sheath. It's got one of those tech locks on the back that are pretty cool. Tons of eyelets. Drainage hole on each side on the bottom. Check for rattle. Pretty much none. I don't know. Well, tiny bit, but not really. Holds it in there very well. Nice little push off too. Comes out very easily. And being it's hooked with screws, you can just slap this on whatever side, diagonal, whatever way you want to do it. So take a look at it after a little bit of use. A couple little scuffs and scratches, but nothing major. Everything pretty much came off really well. I don't know if you can see the edge, but absolutely no damage whatsoever. So the 52-100 steel is pretty badass stuff. So this is one of his earlier creations that was for sale, and his work has gotten even better since then. He, for the most part, he leans more towards fighting blades, but at least last time I looked, this was kind of the same thing. A little bit of fighting, a little bit of bushcraft. It was supposed to be kind of both, which it is. So if you're interested in his work, I'll try to put a link down below. I know I'm not the best at doing links. Half the time I do a link, people are like, it doesn't work. I'll try. And if it doesn't work, I'll have his tack to it. So it is a beautiful knife though. It really is. The handle hurts a little bit in a couple of the key spots, but that's nothing I can't just fix myself. So it's not a huge deal. Just round this out with a little bit of sandpaper and it would take off that sharp edge. Just want to say thanks again for stopping by, and until the next time we meet.